Welcome to Weird Fruit Wednesday. Today we are trying the largest fruit in the world, and that is jackfruit. So let's get into it. All right, so today we have the jackfruit. This is famous for being the largest fruit in the world. It can grow to be over 100 pounds, which is absolutely insane. That's basically like a small person. And they are just a very unique fruit. As you can see, I was not able to get an entire jackfruit. I looked, the store didn't have any. We got this from an Asian market, so I just got about a fourth of one, which is insane. Like, this is the size of my head, and this is only a fourth of the fruit. So just imagine how big the actual fruit can be. They're actually very affordable. I paid $9.71 for this, and if I was just eating it and I'm not doing like a Weird Fruit Wednesday, I would absolutely prefer to get it this way because it's super easy to just like dive right into it. But I'm gonna take the plastic wrap off so I can show you what it looks like on the outside as well. All right, so that is what the outside of jackfruit looks like, and that is what the inside looks like. It looks a lot like durian, if you've ever seen durian. It is not like spiky. Durian is sharp and like actually hurts to hold. Jackfruit does not hurt to hold at all. It's just like bumpy. I'll try to do a close-up. All right, so jackfruit is a tropical fruit grown in Asia, I think Africa as well, and South America, Caribbean. They do grow it in South Florida as well. I have seen it on trees in South Florida, which was really cool to see. Something absolutely insane to me is that jackfruit is in the same family as figs and mulberries, which I don't understand because I don't think any of those fruits look anything like the other ones. I actually just found this out before doing this video. So if you have a latex allergy or a birch pollen allergy, don't eat jackfruit. But aside from that, you should be good to go. So the actual fruit portion of jackfruit are these yellow little pods, and then these are the seeds. That one's cut in half. Let me see if I can find a full seed for you guys. This one's sliced a little bit, but that's what the seeds look like. You can actually boil these and eat these, and they taste like potatoes. I have done that once in the past, and I've also sprouted a ton of jackfruit seeds. These are very easy trees to grow. I have grown jackfruit trees multiple times, but they always die because I live in not a tropical environment. But I think I'm gonna try this year now that we have our greenhouse situation figured out and see if I can hopefully one day get a jackfruit tree, because that would be awesome. I am a big fan of this fruit. So if you're vegan like me or you're plant-based and you like to eat meatless options, jackfruit is something that is often used as a meat substitute. However, they use young jackfruit, not ripe jackfruit. So there is a huge difference. Young jackfruit has a very like shredded chicken-like texture. Mature, ripe jackfruit is not like that at all, and it is super sweet. So young jackfruit you can find in cans at the grocery store, and that's how you'll use it as a meat substitute. Ripe jackfruit you can usually only find as a fruit, or you can find it in the frozen section at a lot of grocery stores. The jackfruit tree is actually a very heavy producer, and it can produce over 200 fruits a year, which is insane when you think about how big the fruits are as well. Okay, I have a picture on my phone I wanted to show you guys of the jackfruit on the trees because I think it is absolutely insane. So I definitely would love a jackfruit tree one day. I think they're super cool. So one of the things about jackfruit that reminds me a lot of durian, even though they're not related, is how strong the smell can be. It's not like an unpleasant smell, but we've had this in our fridge for 2 days and our whole house has smelled like jackfruit. So that's just a FYI. The smell is very strong. It's kind of like fruit punch, I would say. And I don't know what else. There's another smell that I can only describe as jackfruit, but it's a very fruity smell. A lot like if you have a guava and they kind of smell the whole house. It doesn't smell as good as a guava. I think guavas smell amazing, but it's still a strong smell that is not unpleasant. All right, so to eat jackfruit, you just pull out a section of this yellow fruit. So I'm gonna try to get this piece right here. I'm gonna have to put it down because it's a little heavy. All right, so we have the pod, and there's the seed. You can remove the seed, and this is what you eat. If there's, okay, so if there's any of like this white part, just take it off because you don't really want to eat that. I think you can eat it, but it doesn't have a good taste. So there we go. This is the portion of jackfruit that you actually eat. And I'm just gonna take a bite. It's good. It's really good. Delicious. Jackfruit is honestly a fruit that I like forget how good it is until I have it again, and then I'm like, oh, so good. So the texture is kind of a mix of like crunchy and chewy, if that makes sense. Like, it's a firm bite to get a piece, and it's not soft. It kind of looks like it might be like really soft. It's not. It's got like a bite, like you actually have to bite some. Taste, extremely fruity, kind of like a banana, but not banana. Like if you don't like bananas, you will probably still like jackfruit, but it's got a very strong, like the intensity of a banana, but jackfruit. It's kind of like fruit punch. I would say it kind of feels like you're tasting all of these tropical fruits at the same time, which is really good. My favorite way to eat jackfruit actually isn't the fresh raw version, but there are jackfruit chips, not dried jackfruit. I think dried jackfruit is disgusting, but there's these chips and they're like, they might be like, I think they're freeze dried and they have like a little bit of palm oil on them or something. They're not like the healthiest thing in the world, but they're pretty healthy. They are delicious. I'll try to put a link down below to the Amazon that I order, because I order it off Amazon. They are delicious. We order bags of them all the time because my husband loves them. I love them. They're kind of like banana chips, like the sweet banana chips, but they don't have any sugar. And they are so good. We eat those all the time. Another great way to eat this is just getting it frozen. They have bags of it. Usually at most grocery stores, they have a frozen bag of jackfruit. So good. I love eating. I don't know why. I prefer eating frozen pieces of jackfruit more, and it has, the texture becomes a little more soft. I'm not a huge fan of the texture of jackfruit. It's good. I'm just very sensitive to like textures of food. So if you're normal and that's not you and you can deal with that, then I'm sure the texture will be fine. But for me, it kind of gives me like a little bit of a, I don't know, a little bit of a problem with the texture. It has a little bit of a honeydew taste. Like, you know, when you get like the center portion of the honeydew and it's really sweet, it kind of tastes like that, which I really love because honeydew is one of my favorite fruits. So jackfruit is super healthy. It's full of potassium, high in fiber, high in water content, so it's hydrating. It is really good for you, so I highly recommend eating it for the health benefits alone, but also because the taste is absolutely delicious. I know that there are many different varieties of jackfruit. I'm just assuming this is the most generic. I will, after this video, find exactly what variety this is and put it here, but I know there are a ton of varieties, but usually you can only find just like one in the grocery store, just like bananas or something. There's tons of varieties, but we all only eat the one variety. So I'll definitely, hopefully, get to the point of doing more. I'm sorry, Franklin, please. I'll hopefully get to the point of doing more videos with more varieties of jackfruit, but this is just the standard variety. I know that a lot of cultures use jackfruit to cook with, so there are tons of recipes that you can make with it. I honestly haven't really tried to eat that or tried to make that many recipes. I do just enjoy eating it, so I haven't quite, and it's not super readily available, so I don't really pursue recipes with it. But maybe I should start, and you guys should let me know what kind of recipes I should start making with jackfruit. All right, so that is jackfruit. I rate it an 8, maybe 8 out of 10. I think since there are so many different ways that you can eat it, like for example, the jackfruit chips that I was talking about, I absolutely love those, and those are like a 10 out of 10 for me. So it just depends how you eat it. There are a ton of different options of ways to eat it or ways to use it. So I think that kind of bumps it up for me a little bit. I do really like the flavor, and I think it's something that is like gonna be loved amongst everyone that tries it. I don't think it's like a super unique flavor that you have to like acquire, but it is really delicious, and I am gonna eat the rest of this. So if you've ever had jackfruit before, I would love to hear your thoughts about it or your ratings below, and make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.